I'm Eric Butts with SuicideFantasyFootball.com. Want to introduce you to last year's Super Bowl champion, Matt Prizzi. What's going on, Matt?
What's going on, buddy? Thanks for having me.
Glad to have you here, man. So, you won our first grand prize Super Bowl trip last year. First thing I got to know is, what was your favorite part about playing Suicide Fantasy Football?
My strategy. The strategy that goes into it, the research, that was fun for me. You know, you get to pick Drew Brees on week 1. You can't use Drew Brees ever again. So you got to match it with the defense he's going up against and just...
So did you use a stud like Drew Brees earlier, or did you save those studs towards the end so you had a good lineup come week 17? What was your strategy there?
The big names, the Peyton Mannings, the Reggie Bushes, the Drew Breeses, I kind of put on my back burner.
Wow.
I didn't come out of the gates using them because for me, week 1, week 2, week 3 is still exhibition games.
Yeah.
You know, you got to see what type of numbers they're putting up, and you still don't know what teams are going to be surprises, what defenses are going to be outstanding.
I love that.
So my thought process was be conservative in the very beginning and save the studs for the mid to the end.
I got to tell you, that was my strategy 2 years ago, blew up in my face. So last year I went the opposite way. I finished just as crappy as I did the year before. So listen to this guy. Don't listen to me. I'm the inventor of the game, or one of the co-founders of the game. He's the guy who actually won it. So how long have you been a football fan?
Oh, since I was a kid.
Got it.
Played football. Had the fortune of playing in college, and I've been doing fantasy football pretty much since after college. I think that's when I got big.
So you played fantasy football before Suicide Fantasy Football.
Yes.
What made you go, I like this game more than the traditional draft, keep the guys for the whole season type league?
I think it's way more difficult. First and foremost, it's convenient. There's no draft. Secondly, there's way more thought process and strategy that goes into it, and I enjoy that part of it. And it's accumulation of points over the course of an entire season. Not like I'm playing you week 1,
sure,
and you could have an unbelievable week and I still lose.
Right. Or traditional leagues work where you could have a terrible draft, and because you had a terrible draft, you're rewarded by getting to pick the first move in the waiver wire, and then someone who has a crappy draft gets to take Mike Vick and wins their fantasy league. And that's not fair.
Absolutely.
Suicide Fantasy Football, you've got to prove you know your stuff. You're better than your competition week in and week out.
Every week, you got to come with your A game.
So you coming back this year? You
kidding?
defending your honor?
I got the crown, baby. I got to defend that.
You going to be in Indianapolis with me? Because listen, you got to go to the Super Bowl airfare hotel. This year we're adding a VIP party where you will get your trophy given to you in Indianapolis if you are 2011 and 2012's Suicide Fantasy Football Grand Prize winner.
I'll be there in Indy. I'm up for the challenge.
Love to see you there. Proud to have you as our first winner. Matt Prizzi, Suicide Fantasy Football, congratulates you and welcomes you back this year.